Hello! Today we are going to be practicing a 5 senses meditation. So as we come to our seat, we are going to be working our way through our 5 senses to help us find a little bit of grounding and to help bring our mind to the present moment. So you can take a seat however you like. It can be seated on the floor like me, you can be reclined, you can be in a chair. I'm actually propped up on a yoga block today because my hips are a little tight. And as you can see, I've got my ever vigilant little meditation taskmaster helping me out as well today. Wherever you land in that body though, try to create a long spine. Think about keeping your shoulders and your hips on the same plane. Think about your head sitting right in the middle of those shoulder blades and then finding a little bit of length through all of those major joints. So we're pulling up and out of our hips and then pulling up and out of our shoulders. Once you feel settled and confident, like you've got that length and that space in your body, you can go ahead and close your eyes down. Give yourself a couple breaths, letting your belly button expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. Try to imagine you can breathe all the way down to your tailbone, that your whole torso would expand wide on that breath in, and then draw back to center, lengthening out on your breath out. And give yourself another breath just like that. And first, we're going to come to our sense of hearing. So give yourself a moment. See if you can tune in and identify or label everything you can hear right now. It can be my voice on the video. It can be whatever's happening outside of the room or the space you're in. Any music you happen to be playing. Or maybe just the sound of the wind coming from your fan or outside or your air conditioner or your heater. Try to take it all in, to acknowledge it, and to remind you that it is a part of this moment. See if you can expand that sense of hearing just a little bit. Broadening that frequency. So maybe you hear what's happening outside your home or your space. Maybe you hear cars or animals, the mailman. Really give yourself permission to open up that awareness of what's happening all around you. And we'll come to our sense of smell. Noticing any smells that might be happening in your space. If you've got some oils diffusing, some candles lit. If you're wearing freshly laundered clothes. Or maybe like me, you've got some dry shampoo in your hair. Whatever little scents are peeking out at you. Again, see if you can acknowledge them, label them, take them all in as being important. Again, maybe you can begin to expand that sense. Seeing if there's specific qualities you can label on the air around you, whether you're inside or outside. Maybe it's rich or warm, or cool or fresh. Maybe it's a little unpleasant. Whatever it is, take it in. We'll come to our sense of touch or sensation. We're going to take this in two parts. So noticing anything your body's touching first. The sensation against your skin of your clothes, your mat, your hair on your neck, maybe the sensation difference between your hands on your legs and your legs on the floor, between different layers of clothes that might be touching you all at once. And again, any kind of breeze or temperature sensation on your skin. Notice which body parts tend to be most sensitive. And then see if you can dive a little deeper. Be specific about the sense of touch against your feet, and then your knees, and then your back, your chest, your face, your scalp. Label each one. And we'll come to the second part of our touch or sensation, which is any kind of internal sensation, physical sensation. Anywhere you might be feeling pain or discomfort in a joint or in a muscle group, or anywhere you're feeling spacious and free, maybe in your breath. Noticing tension in your shoulders or your forehead. Whatever it is that's happening internally, that might be the rhythm of your heart, the gurgle of your tummy, that feeling of swallowing, those muscles contracting and expanding down your throat. Again, take it all in, notice it all. And we'll come to our sense of taste, even though we're not actively eating, maybe. Notice what tastes or what flavors might be in your mouth right now, or what qualities. You might be able to still taste your toothpaste, or the snack or the meal you just had, or the beverage you've been enjoying. You might be able to feel the quality of your tongue. Or maybe it's just an adjective we're assigning. Maybe it feels or tastes metallic, or fuzzy, or dry even. But again, give yourself permission to tune in, to expand that awareness and see what we find. And finally, we'll come to sight. I know you've probably got your eyes closed. But notice any visualizations that might be happening. You might be seeing colors or light or shapes. Sometimes it's little blobs that look like lava lamps. Sometimes it's specific images, but it might not be. Notice the quality. How dark is the darkness of your eyes being closed? And again, allow yourself to be open to the idea of that, of what might float by our mind's eye, even when we're not actively looking at something. And see if you can assign those things a quality. Maybe a speed, a color range, a light spectrum. Are there a lot or a little? Different floaters, different shapes, different colors. And then we'll start to bring our attention back to our breath. And back to our low belly, expanding and contracting. Give yourself one more big breath right here. And exhale, let it all go. If you like, you can bring a little wiggle to your fingers. And we'll use our next inhale breath. We'll stretch our arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And then back down to your lap or to your knees. We'll take a couple blinks, opening our eyes. And we'll start to bring our mind, our breath, and our body back to attention. Thank you so much for joining me for this 5 senses meditation. Hope you're feeling good. This is a beautiful little trick that you can practice anywhere, anytime. It doesn't have to be through a standard or typical meditation where you create space and you close your eyes. Honestly, anytime you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed or maybe having a little bit of an anxiety attack, it is a really great tool in your toolbox to just sit down, take a breath, and take a moment. Say, what can I hear right now? What can I feel right now? What can I smell? What can I taste? And what can I see? And let yourself list those 5 things off to really bring you back into this moment and maybe help deal with some of that anxiety or some of that stress or even lethargy that you might be feeling in that moment. I'd love to know what you thought. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please, please, please let me know. Until then, may the divine light in me honor the divine light in you. Namaste.